song like sounds like. I'm gonna have to like insert it. I know it's like
using the.
I know it's like
one?
jazzy, yeah. Yeah. Well, first of all, welcome to the first episode of Late Night with Big and Wow. Secondly, we already did this once. We recorded an episode, but it never got released because we stopped uploading right before it was gonna go out.
Yeah, we recorded it like a week before we decided to quit.
Right. And it was mostly me who decided to quit, but that's neither here nor there. Now, welcome back to the podcast. You guys are seeing this after we've wrapped up Mickey Mouse this week, and we're about to wrap up Resident Evil, and then we're moving on to other stuff.
Should we properly introduce this?
What do you mean? I did. I said
welcome to Late Night with Big and Wow.
I said that.
We're your hosts, Ben and Mia.
Yeah, that's me. One of those is me.
You have to introduce yourself at the start of a podcast. You have to introduce this. You have to introduce the show. You have to introduce yourselves.
Hey, in case you've never seen our year-old show, I'm Ben, and that's Mia across the room. Hi, Mia. I'm waving at Mia across the room.
Hi.
Mia's waving
like
back
across
at me
the internet.
Yeah, but this is our first official podcast episode that's going out. We, like I said, just uploaded the last 2 Mickey Mouse episodes. So, like, this upcoming Monday, you guys will see a new series begin from my end of the planet.
Oh, my God.
And it's going to be so fun. So, make sure you're there on Monday. But anyways, how long were you streaming Skyrim? Like 7 hours? Right?
I streamed that for, around 7 hours today.
When I saw you right before you ended, I saw 7 hours on the timer. But,
yes.
Yeah.
This is coming after the day before streaming Half-Life 1 for 10 hours.
Right. And I have just been grinding Pokemon Legends Arceus.
It's also, it's 7 a.m. for me right now, and I have been awake since 6 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's 9 for me, and I have been awake since like 3 in the morning because I just woke up. I went to bed at like a very normal time. I went to bed at like 10 p.m. last night, but I woke up and decided to grind making some thumbnails for the channel, and I worked on some channel assets I needed to work on.
Ass.
And then besides that, I pretty much just grinded Pokemon for like 5-ish hours probably so far today. And after this podcast is over, we finish whatever content we make today, I'm going to keep playing it because that game's fucking addicting. And I like it.
Yeah, that's why I was planning on going with Skyrim pretty much like all through the day. And then I stopped doing that because I was like, well, I'm still awake and I do want to, I just got the urge like, man, I kind of want to like work on something.
Yeah.
So I left.
I had like the urge to make the thumbnails, and I was like, oh my God, I have so much free time. This would be a perfect time to make all those thumbnails. So I did. And those are for the series that are beginning on Monday. Or the series that is beginning on Monday, the singular series.
The feminine urge to edit the backlog of BigWowBig. BigWowBig? That's when we make our lighters.
BigWowBig.
Barbecue WowBig.
And then we have a lot of episodes backlogged right now. We
do.
Like fucking I think like 3 or 4 weeks left till we need to start making new stuff. Well, no, that's not true. We need to start making new stuff now. We just like have like 3 or 4 weeks backlogged.
We have enough backlog of Let's Plays, but not of our 2 other things.
Exactly.
One of which being this.
Yeah, well, that's true. And we also like will need to film more episodes like starting next week at least, if not sooner. But we're not in like a super rush to film episodes right now. What?
Yeah. For anybody out there who wants to see a lot of our stuff for our live content that we're gonna be doing, our not gameplay content, rather, not live.
Live action.
Our live action. If you want to see some stuff for that, we're trying to find things that you can do on the internet that aren't playing Among Us, as many online resources tend to think is just the peak of what two people can do online as a together activity. So if you have anything that seems like it might be fun you want to see us do, then let us know.
We definitely should do the Whisper Challenge thing, which I've already pitched. And that's just because that's a thing that completely works over the internet. It actually almost works better over the internet. Because not only will you only be able to see their mouth moving, but they can actually like mute in Discord so you can't even hear, even if you're cheating.
True. I wish though that you would
obviously
whisper when you get real close to your mic.
No.
As we spoke about earlier a bit.
I just cannot do that.
You just get excited. You get real rowdy.
Yeah, I don't determine my distance from my mic before I start talking. I just start talking about the thing I'm going to talk about. Also, when I turn towards my mic and I start speaking up, it gets louder, but I don't realize because I'm not looking at the thing.
You start your topic here, and then you just migrate forward closer and closer and louder as you do so. It's like you're leaning into gamer stance, but like closer to your microphone. You just like lean in.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter for the episode because I'm just going to edit it. It's all going to sound the same for everyone else.
Oh, it's going to be...
So why don't you stop...
You can totally recover lost information from clipping.
So why don't you stop liching?
Hey, why don't you edit this out?
I'm not gonna. In fact, I'm gonna make it really destructively loud.
That's all. It already is. That was peaking. It doesn't get any louder from there.
I can make it worse. Don't underestimate me.
Bet. Although, please don't, because that doesn't punish me. That punishes people out there.
Yeah, of course I'm not actually gonna do that.
Oh, I love when other people get punished for me. Oh, it's hot.
I'm just stretching. It's still the morning.
My fetish is I take a shit on the floor in Walmart, and then I stand around the corner of the aisle and wait for an employee to blame someone else for it.
I just want someone to spank me. Why won't someone just spank me?
Did you just spank me?
Why did you just spank me? I'm a really good lawyer.
Yeah. That's what I was fishing for. You fucking killed me with that a little bit ago.
I could tell. Yeah. That was I was just like playing Pokemon right before we started this, and I don't even remember what the actual joke was at this point.
Your thing was, did you just come inside me?
It was like, yeah. Why did you just come inside me? I'm a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
And like Mia like kind of laughed and then realized it was a bit in a reference to Spider-Man No Way Home, and then laughed way harder. It was really funny.
Fucking destroyed.
It was really funny to just hear you go like like transition to the louder laugh.
Yeah. That's how you know you sent one with me.
Yeah,
that's how you
so
know
good.
I am gone, is the two-parter.
It was the best laugh I've gotten in a while from somebody.
You send me out like a NASA launch.
Like somebody like Chandler. Like Chandler and I just bounce off of each other like daily. So like we're very used to each other's humor, but we still catch each other off guard with the most ridiculous shit all the time. Like, I don't know. It's crazy, but that's just our friend group. That's our dynamic, is we're all just nuts.
That is the constant of like talking to any of your friends just over, like, I bet if it was like an in-person thing or whatever, maybe be like more normal conversations, but there is something about being in like an online space like that where you have like there's a different set of resources that you have there to like set a scene and to just like do something to try and like make people laugh, as like the main goal of that conversation is just to like do something entertaining. And that is something that doing things online with people, like setting up a bit in person for all the things that you could do in Discord, because in Discord you can look straight into your camera, everybody sees you from that angle, everybody hears you at the same rate, and you can play sound or do whatever. But doing anything like that in person, like trying to set up like your thing that you and Chandler do of the like cosplay walk.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't coordinate that like in person because that's like all like
Sound
perspective from a
effects
camera.
and
Because in person you'd be like, hey, look, hey. But in Discord, I can just hear the fucking "Where's the prob?" and I just tab over to Discord, and I'm just like, I know a bit starting.
Dog. And then Chandler and I start fucking walking towards the camera like a menace. It's the funniest fucking thing.
I love it so much.
It's so funny to me how much lately we've all just been sitting in call and streaming our Pokemon gameplay to each other and just watching each other play. Because, like, I love the game, and I was part of just, like, watching it the first, like, couple days because I didn't have it. Yeah. But I do love Pokemon right now. It's just been so kindly addicting.
Sitting in a Discord call, streaming your game with friends is like the modern equivalent, I think, of like bringing your Game Boy over to your friend's house and be like, let's all play Pokemon, and we're all just gonna sit on a couch like
Boomer
like
and I,
5 feet away from each other.
Boomer and I literally yesterday we sorry. So anyway, Boomer and I yesterday we did a you can only evolve Haunter to Gengar through a trade, and he had an alpha Haunter and I had a regular Haunter, and so we just traded each other and evolved, and then we traded back.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Hit that switcheroo.
Yeah, and I'd be willing to do that with anybody else, but you know, nobody else seems to come to my eye as much as Boomer. I love him.
Boomer.
I'm just
slip
kidding.
Into a daydream.
Don't worry, guys. I hate Boomer.
Guys, don't
I just
be
thought about it though
confused
too.
At all. We hate Boomer.
Yeah. I just also thought about, like we were talking about, we were gonna maybe do a friend meetup at Boomer's house. I was like, what if we did a BigWowBig live stream on his Twitch channel?
Yeah.
And we just like we just brought like one of our games, and we're like, oh, you can only watch us continue the series if you're here. Sorry. That'd be awesome.
Just getting to the finale of a series and be like, if you want to see it, it's like when how David Dobrik would do, like putting like the first little snippet of a vlog on YouTube and be like, find the rest on my Snapchat. It's like, I'm not going to fucking Snapchat. I'm on YouTube.
I wouldn't know because I hated David Dobrik before everyone else hated him.
It's like, but it's like things like that, or like people on TikTok do the same thing of like, find part 2 and 3, find it on my Instagram. It's like, why the fuck would I go to a different website to watch this?
Because you want to know what happens.
I gotta know. I just have to know what happens in part 2. That's
their assumption.
I have to know what happens in it pisses me off to no fucking end that TikTok now, everybody has 3-minute videos. Everybody can do it. Everybody has it. It's been a thing for months. Everybody can do 3 fucking minutes. And you know what I still see on my fucking TikTok feed is a 30-second or maybe like 20-second TikTok that's like part 1 of 4. And it's like, motherfucker, you can do that now. Don't fucking kite me around in goddamn circles to watch this fucking you reading off a Reddit post or something when it is literally, it's there. You have the time. Do you think that it's like, oh, people are going to stick around for a 3-minute TikTok. Why would, if you don't think people are going to stick around for a 3-minute TikTok, why would people then stick around to scroll through your fucking page and go down like 2 weeks of TikToks to find all the different little parts you split off, like mixed in between like 3 different other like 4-part series that you fucking did, and they're all like 15 seconds long. You could do that in fucking 1 and not waste my fucking time.
Oh, okay, so does that complete your order? Pull her out of the window, please.
I hate those things. I get so worked up over that type of shit.
Do you?
That's the shit that I hate. Not the things that's like the
What is,
horrible
like,
acts of mass inhumanity where it's like somebody killed 500 people on this road. I hate it when it's just like, yeah, I untied that dude's shoes the other day.
I feel like we're supposed to like do like a like dig deep. Ah! Like
You gotta dig deep. I definitely hurt my throat doing that.
I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Is that what he calls it? I fucking
Oh man,
love those.
Nickelodeon. When they
SpongeBob.
they did a thing with Nickelodeon characters for Pride Month,
Yeah.
and they included SpongeBob in that, and people were like, "Is SpongeBob gay?"
Yeah, he
And they
is.
just would not follow up. He
Well, you've
is.
never
He
gotten that
absolutely
vibe?
is. SpongeBob, 100% gay.
Yeah.
He loves.
Uh-oh.
You cannot tell me otherwise. He was literally married to Patrick. They had a kid. And
Yeah.
you're gonna tell me that is a straight man? No. Technically, I mean, is SpongeBob even really a man though? He's a sponge. Sponges don't really have. I don't think sponges really have sexes.
They're asexual. They don't.
That's-
They reproduce asexually.
Oh my god, SpongeBob is the thing. Okay, asexual, but definitely not
Definitely gay.
heteromantic.
Definitely gay.
He can reproduce with himself.
He
but
poops out his own babies, but he's gay. He's a gay pooper.
look, who you can reproduce with doesn't mean that's who you love.
He's a gay baby pooper.
gay baby pooper.
Oh my god. This podcast is so good.
pooped out a baby.
Rate us on Apple Podcasts only.
I do not think this is going to be on Apple Podcast.
No, this will probably just be on YouTube for a while.
I'm very iffy now about putting anything on Spotify after their whole thing now with
And
like really like seeing how egregious to what end it is of Spotify like pumping out Joe Rogan to everybody imaginable, and also being like, well, we understand that he spreads COVID misinformation and misinformation on a bunch of other delicate topics, but he makes us a lot of money.
yeah.
So a bunch of artists
That's why
have
they
started a bunch of artists have started walking out of Spotify, like Neil Young, and even Elvira
saw
made like a
one
statement
guy
about it.
That was like, ew. So we'll probably be on YouTube. Just listen on YouTube. If you don't have YouTube Premium, get it and then listen on YouTube.
And if you're wondering, how you're on YouTube, but how can I support your podcast if you're on YouTube? We have a Patreon.
Are we pushing that? Are we promoting that Patreon? We don't even use it.
I think we should push it and promote it.
I mean, yeah, we should, but like, what are we gonna put there? Like, there's nothing to put there.
Our wieners and our love.
No. Why don't
Our
we?
wieners.
I don't know. I feel like we should do like a Patreon only something. I just don't know.
I would
what.
think maybe
Like,
doing it. I like the way that the Beard Bros do it. Of you release episodes early to Patreon.
And yeah, maybe we do our weeks. Maybe we upload like all the things we're gonna upload in 1 week, just a week early on that.
Yeah, that's kind of how they do it. In with Super, I love the Super Beard Bros. By the way, Gerard, Alex, Brett, Ted. Any of
Fuck
you!
you.
If you're out there, if you can hear. No.
Fuck you guys.
No.
The only one I know enough to like is the complete. I mean, I like all those guys, but the completionist is like
Yeah.
my guy. Oh my god, if he does
I
Pokemon Legends
super-
Arceus, nope.
Oh, dude. I super jammed out, though, recently with the Beard Bros with their full series, Brett and Alex doing Sekiro.
Yeah.
I love that series. And the thing with it, all of those videos, all those episodes of Sekiro, I was seeing those months after they were recorded because they just record crazy in advance and just like release. They just like record a full series in advance, and then all of that just gets released to the Patreon, and then it just slowly like spittles out towards the YouTube.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, like, why not?
I think I still have a membership to the Late Night with Brian Wecht. I think I still have an active membership to that Patreon.
Don't acknowledge that other podcasts exist on ours.
I will though, because I like other podcasts, and I very much enjoy that one.
I wish that I had like the brain capacity to want to listen to podcasts again. I just don't right now. I don't know why it is, but I like podcasts. I guess if I started listening to one, I would finish it, but I just don't listen to them. On a walk, it would be a good thing to listen to, but
yeah,
I stopped walking recently too. Not stopped, just I haven't walked in a week, but I usually go for outdoor walks.
That's funny. I saw you stand up from your desk earlier.
That's not walking, that's standing.
Yeah, it's things like that. That's something that usually makes it a bit daunting for listening. I can never listen to podcasts or anything like that unless I'm doing something that is very long and tedious alongside it. So I'll only ever listen to podcasts if the thing that I listen most to now is if I'm grinding out records in Trackmania. And that's when I'll throw on a podcast. And I have in just trying to binge through, trying to get records for winter 2022, of which I've only done the first 20 maps of 25. And grinding out the records for those, I have binged through almost every single episode, start to finish, of the Distractable podcast with Markiplier.
Yeah, I haven't.
Take a pill now.
I listen to hype music while I'm playing games. It motivates me to keep going, especially in grindy games, and Pokemon certainly is that. And if I do Breath of the Wild after this, I'll probably do the same thing. I want to grind out that game because I never even got halfway through it, and I want to, but every time I get in it, I just stop and then don't continue playing it. Pokemon's probably so easy for me to keep playing too because everyone's playing it, and it's so easy for me to talk about it.
Yeah, good old 7:30 in the morning. That it's one of the many dozen. For some reason, my fucking family recently has been going absolutely insane sicko mode on the fucking garage door, just opening it and closing it a dozen times a day. And every time it's fucking what we were doing what were we doing the other day? We were playing when we were doing Pokemon the other day, and they just opened and closed it 10 fucking times during that stream.
Yeah.
Annoys the shit out of me.
Said.
Here it goes. No, you see, that's
this
the great
had,
thing
utterly
is that
nothing to say.
It has to open,
happened.
And after it opens, it has to close. Meaning that every time they want to use it, you gotta use it at least twice. It's I
kept that pitch so consistent. It looks so. It looks so consistent on the capture.
It's just one little beam. The worst part about it is that it's that, and then it also shakes my fucking floor.
That's fun.
It is the worst.
Sounds like a good massage. It's like you're sitting in a massage chair. Vibrates.
Think I should just sit my pussy on the floor.
Yo, if your floor vibrates, let me put my balls on it.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy that doesn't travel up the legs of my chair.
What if they made the thing is putting a vibrating controller up to your balls. What if it was somebody made a game controller shaped like your balls, so you could just wrap it around your balls?
It just has
and play games down here.
It just has a cup that extends out from the bottom, just a metal plate to shake on it.
It's like a cup, but it just sits on your balls.
I mean, they do.
Or you could just put a vibrator on your balls, and then that works too.
They do make gaming chairs with vibrating seats.
Yeah, they make gaming chairs with fucking everything. There's gaming chairs with microwaves in them. Stupid.
Yeah. Is the KFC console ever gonna happen?
I don't know. And it's called the KF console fake fan.
I'm looking up now. KF console. Kentucky Fried Onsel. When is this thing? Is it still coming?
I'm coming. We gotta play, Oh, shit, we could actually, if we both got it on Steam. If we play it on the show, the Skywalker Saga Lego Star Wars.
Oh, shit, yeah.
We could both do that. That would be interesting.
Wait,
Because that game is, like, a lot of content.
This says here, the KF console will be available on December 10th, and pre-orders will go live on October 20th. So, did it ever release?
I don't know.
Did it ever? Is there anything? Did it ever like actually happen?
Is it even a console? I thought it was like a computer.
It's a console.
But like, how do you play games on it? There's no games that have released for it.
I don't know. It probably goes through like some. If I had to guess, it'd be powered by some third-party game thing.
Probably.
It'd probably have its own store. Either that or it would just be
Soulja Boy Console 2 Electric Boogaloo.
It was promised that the collaboration of the fast food restaurant chain KFC and Cooler Master. Okay, what the fuck is
Cooler Master?
Cooler Master.
Do they not just make straight up coolers?
No, they do all kinds of. It seems like they do an Elgato kind of thing.
Oh.
No, okay, so they just sell all kinds of like computer peripheral things. They
Shit.
sell computer accessories and some computer parts. They make cases and cooling and power supplies and shit. And they also sell chairs and desks and monitors.
And balls and dicks and cums and butts.
I'm not seeing anything in here about the KF console.
Well then fuck off.
Yeah, it still hasn't released. Come on, man. We gotta have it.
I gotta have Yo Boy's dick.
Why you coming home?
What is it?
5 in the morning.
Now I gotta go.
Something's
Go
going
bounce on Yo
let me
Boy's dick. That's Chandler used to
Yeah.
say that like every day, and I haven't heard him say it in forever. All right, I gotta bounce. Go bounce on Yo Boy's dick.
The KFC console Twitter, KFC game at KFC Gaming.
KFC, KFC.
I mean, it's still an active, like, Twitter. They tweeted like yesterday, so they still
Yeah, the
make
KFC
it.
gaming is still very active. I'm sure they'll
So
make
what-
another game at some point.
Why does their Twitter,
Something I need to
the
do.
link in their Twitter bio takes you to kfc.co.uk?
That's fun. It's probably run by them.
Fascinating.
Oh god, I need to order the thing that makes your PS3 work with an Elgato HD 60s because, like, there's a lot of PS3 games I really want to play,
Yeah.
and I just want it to come through my Elgato so it fucking works. And that converter is the only way to
that'd
do
be
it.
Nice.
Yeah, it would be. But you know what that thing costs? Money. You know what I don't have?
Money.
Just that. What'd you find, boy? Was it treasure? Was it money, eh? Give me some fucking money, eh? Gimme.
There isn't even any word on their Twitter about the console. It's so sad. It's like, I fully believe at this point, KF console never coming. It was all a massive ploy for them to reach a gamer audience with their KFC gaming. Because all the links on that Twitter just take you to, like, ordering
And when it
KFC.
comes out, you'll look like a big doofus.
I'll look like a big fucking moron, and I'll take
And
out
I'll release
a
this
$4,000
podcast audio to the internet, and you'll be ashamed.
I'll take out a $4,000 loan and buy the KF console for shame.
I got a letter from the IRS like yesterday that said like,
yo,
remember that 1,400 we sent you? I was like, yeah, like what the fuck about it?
can I have it back?
Like, are you sending another one? Like,
oh god, we are not getting another stimulus.
I'll take one for sure.
I'd like one, but we're not getting one.
Yeah.
Mr. Biden has done. He's swept that one dutifully under the rug.
Oh, yeah.
So unless you are a parent of a newborn child, you're getting nothing.
Well, looks like I gotta go bounce. Bounce on yo, boy's dick. Gotta get pregnant.
Gotta go have a kid real quick, just for the tax benefits.
Hello, everyone. We just wanted to take a quick moment to thank you for listening to our podcast and let you know that if you enjoy what you're listening to, you should subscribe to our channel. Ring the bell to be notified every time we upload a new video and check out our other videos. Other than that, back to the show.
I'm so mad.
Are you mad?
I'm so mad
Mia,
just
are you
about
mad about
that.
something? Holy shit, I won't believe it.
Yeah, I am mad about this. The fact that fucking that Joe Biden, he's done nothing. He's done nothing for COVID. He's done less than Trump, and that's a super low bar. How do you do less than Trump in terms of COVID relief? I don't like. How the fuck do you manage that? He has done as much as a fucking rock on the seafloor.
Now, what does he do about those Bidenceps? I want to know. Those shits are hot.
Cut the malarkey, Jack. I'm here to get jacked.
My name's Joe
That's what
Biden.
he says he calls people Jack a lot, and he says malarkey a lot.
My grandpa,
He
who's
talks
not
like
alive.
that.
My grandpa, who's not alive anymore, used to say mercy a lot. He'd be like, mercy,
Mercy.
when something would go awry.
And when he would play as the cowboy in Overwatch, he'd go Mercer.
No. Also,
Yeah.
what mercy?
I
Does he say
You're-
that?
No, the voice actor's name is Matt Mercer.
Oh. Well, I didn't put together mercy with the cowboy from Overwatch in my head.
I said Mercer.
I thought you
That's
said
the word I said.
I thought you said mercy.
No.
So I was confused.
That's
Anyway,
not
I'm
what
moving
I said.
on.
I'm moving on into the afterlife to play Overwatch with your grandpa.
Fuck. I was gonna just say some song lyrics from a song called Afterlife. Couldn't think of them. Never mind.
By whomst?
Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, of course it's Avenged Sevenfold.
Love that band.
Afterlife, Avenged. Can you put in just like a little bit muffled in the background a tiny bit of Afterlife by Avenged Sevenfold?
Do 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 do.
Like walking into a dream, so unlike what you've seen, so unsure, but it seems because we've been waiting for you. You've listened to a lot more Avenged Sevenfold than I have. You're the expert there.
Yeah, they're like one of my favorite bands of all time. And the other, and above them is anything Dan Avidan is a part of.
True. I haven't listened to Shadow Academy just yet.
Dude, White Whale is so fucking good. It literally goes like, oh, White Whale. It's so good. You gotta listen to it.
Is this influenced by him reading Moby Dick over the course of 2 years?
Did you see the Instagram post?
No.
He posted an Instagram post about how he talked, oh, White Whale comes from me reading Moby Dick for 2 years. Literally, like what you just said.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, they made
They made
an Instagram post like writing about their inspiration, each of them. Like Dan had a couple paragraphs and then Jim had a couple paragraphs.
It's like I like the quotes of Ringo Starr with his MS Paint art. I want to pull some quotes of him talking about his MS Paint art, his inspiration. Here we go. About Ringo Starr art.
I saw my
I started in the late 90s with my computer art. While I was touring, it gave me something to do in all those crazy hotels you have to stay in on the road. In its way, pop art is always changing, like pop artists. It's a natural move of things like pop music and even Popeye the Sailor Man.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Popeye A little bit of mercury.
Have you ever seen a pair of testicles betwixt one's legs?
I have.
That was my inspiration for this piece.
This is a POV. I looked down and saw my balls dangling into the water of the toilet bowl.
You know what is
I
funny to
painted
me?
it in MS Paint.
I like watching anime because they say so many more words than are necessary in like American TV because they translate it and then they say it like that. And it's so funny.
Oh yeah, like dubs.
Like it's like you could say like I think I can heal her, but I think with my abilities I might be able to heal her. It's like shut the fuck up. You don't need to talk that.
They're like trying to make it. They like try to make it like line up with like lip flaps and everything,
So
and
sometimes
so
it's
just
gotta
like
be more wordy than usual. And it's so much.
I think the power of my ability that was given to me by the gods of the heavens that I might be able to possibly cure her ailments. And,
They literally
like,
say stuff
and
like that.
if you want, and it's like click, switch, subbed,
like
hop, 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 hop.
fucking
Done.
She'll die. No. If she does something, she might get hurt or even killed, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, could have told me that in 2 words. 2 words could have told me that.
It appears you're not strong enough for this challenge. If I were to deduce from looking at you currently before me, and from where you began, and from where I began, and from where I am currently, I could bless you've noticed that the fact that you are weaker than I am here once we are at the same point in time.
That sneeze on the timeline is funny as fuck. Timeline's just empty, and then it's like,
I like seeing your microphone flash red when you make it angry.
yeah, my microphone
It
has
is
a little
warning
sensor
you.
light on it for people who aren't watching us because none of you are. But it's got a little red, it's got a little green light, and it starts flashing red whenever I peek. But that's the funniest parts.
It's like a cat hissing at you.
I can make orange rhyme with banana. Banana.
Or Nana.
But
Sword fighting in pajamas while playing Fortnite with your grandma.
I just thought of something related to Pokemon. I was just gonna say like, I was so like obsessed with the aesthetic of Pokemon, but the games, like when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, I didn't understand the games. Thus, I didn't like them. Thus, I didn't like Pokemon. But I liked acting like I liked Pokemon. Like Pokemon was a fun like fandom to act like I was a part of, and like I did like the show. I watched the anime.
I
when
love
was
lying
growing
to
up.
people.
But well, I would just lie to people when I was a kid because I wanted to. I was so afraid of not fitting in, which I still have now. But I don't just like lie. Like I don't lie to people.
Yeah, you don't come into the Discord call and you're like, guys, I saw Kanye.
But like, yeah. But like when I was like in elementary school, I'd probably be like, yo, I totally beat that game yesterday. No, you didn't, Ben. Yes, I did, dude. I totally did. Like, I will bring my Game Boy in. And then, like, gotta find a Game Boy that has the completed version of Pokemon Heart Gold. Fuck.
Search on the Craigslist listings. If somebody has a version of this game that is completed, can you please come to my school tomorrow?
Yeah. And like,
Drop it off in a brown paper bag.
Shazam's gonna come to my school tomorrow. You'll see.
Dude, I hate kids like that. They're just lying about shit like that. Like, I don't think I ever, as a kid, I've never like lied about anything like that or in that manner. And that's not anything I've done as an adult either. That's never been my style. But like,
I saw Superman at McDonald's.
it's like, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did see him. He's my friend.
That's not my jam.
Lying's not my jam either.
Or is that a lie?
No, it's not.
Is lying your jam?
Is
but you're
that a
so
lie
deep in
too?
this lie.
No, it's not a lie. Is that also a lie?
How can I really trust you?
The only, like, first of all, the only times I've lied is when I said I was going to be somewhere and then I forgot that it was happening. So I wasn't there. I've done that. And I own up to that because my brain is fucked. So I just, like, have an awful memory. And I literally forget things point blank sometimes. I'll make, and it's not just, like, forgetting, like, like a history lesson I got in high school, it's like I'll make plans and then I'll completely forget they were there if there's no physical evidence that they are there. Which is why there's a whiteboard behind me.
Oh, yeah.
Which I can't even use right now because there's nothing to plan.
I think the only things that, like, I lie about to this day, that's like, it's just like whatever, it's like the way that you lie in conversation, the way that everybody lies in conversation to be like, oh, I got somewhere to be right now. But in reality, you're tired of talking to people. And it's like...
Oh, if I'm tired of talking to y'all,
that's like the usual out.
I'll just tell you guys if I'm tired of talking, or I'll just leave.
Yeah. I'll usually, if I want to leave out something, like leave out somewhere, then I'll find someone just like, oh, I gotta go do this thing, and then I'll leave.
Yeah, like
but oftentimes.
Well, sorry, you finish. Sorry.
Oftentimes, in like a call or anything, if I'm wanting to head out of a call, I will like say, I'll be like, oh yeah, I gotta go get lunch, or bless you.
Thank you.
You've done this, like, you have the worst podcast etiquette.
I got a lot of gas.
Like, intentionally.
I got a lot of gas.
I
got a lot of gas.
You will realize that you have a sneeze coming and turn to your microphone. You would be like, oh, I got a good one.
Funny to me. It's so funny to me. Like,
you're like, oh, I got a moment right now.
That's why I sneeze like I'm dying, because it's fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah. Well, I'll just, like in the call, be like, oh, I gotta go get lunch or dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and I'll sit on my bed for 5 hours.
No, me, I just like... I'm very like upfront. That's the thing, is like, not only do I not lie, I am incredibly direct about what I'm gonna do. Like, and it's pretty obvious once you know that and you start picking it up. But like, I will like if I want, I will for example, if I want to leave a call to go on a walk and be by myself, I'll just be like, I feel like going on a walk. Like, I'm gonna leave for a while. Or like, if I'm tired, I'm gonna be like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go sleep. See ya. Bye. Or like, if I want food, I'll be like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make food. Because there's only like such a limited set of actions I could do that I'll just tell you if I'm gonna do them. Sorry, I'm gonna go do hard Mary Jane because I've got all the weed and I can't smoke it down in time on call. I've gotta go smoke it down with the buds, with the homies. So, gonna go smoke that sweet Mary Jane. I'll catch you later after I roll up some doobies, and I'll be sure to give you guys a heads up when I'm high off the drugs. I love Sundays.
So many people around us in like the Discord calls that we're often in are very, very direct about what they are going to go leave call to do.
Right.
No matter the subject matter, like
Chandler,
people will
Chandler,
Burger. It's not uncommon that somebody in a call will just be like, I'm gonna go take a shit and jerk off.
Yeah.
And then they'll come back like 30 minutes later and be like,
I feel so much better.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, oh, I feel so good. And you're like, did you have a good time? Like, yeah, I jerked off. It was such a good jerk off.
That's like the only thing I don't say I'm gonna go do. Like, just because I don't want to. Like, if I'm gonna do that, I'll do it. But like, I'm not gonna fucking
just go publicly announce.
I don't ever just, because that's not a thing I just leave call to do. I'm never so horny in a call that I just need to bust one out. Never.
There's apps that are like, if you ever heard of like it's whatever it's called, like Poop Buddies.
There's ejaculation apps that'll help you masturbate. Yeah. A hand will reach out from the phone and grab your dick and pull it up and down.
Oh, dead ass?
No.
Oh man.
A live ass.
Whoa, that's better.
Oh.
But there's like apps that you can like add friends on to, like, it's like poop trackers that you just press a little tally like whenever you take a shit, and then it'll like send a notification to your friends like, this friend just pooped.
Right.
I think you could adapt that to a wide variety of things, such as pooping, or I think it would be very funny to see somebody leave call and be like, I'm gonna go jerk off, and then like 15 minutes later you see a little notification on your phone like, they just finished jerking off.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, good for them.
I don't want a push notification every time my friend finishes masturbating. No thanks.
Well, you see, I do, because I want to be able to text them immediately after and say congratulations.
Oh, how was it?
I think that would be incredible to get like the push notification gets sent out after you nut, and then you just get like 3 texts from your friends, just like, "Hey, good job.
Have you ever seen
Well
that?
done."
Have you ever seen the app that's like the best times to pee during any given movie?
Yes.
Somebody will go to the movie theater and like report what the best times during the movie are to go pee.
Yeah, whenever the most dull time is.
Like when after MJ dies, you could go pee because it's really boring. Peter just cries like a bitch.
Cries like a bitch. And by the way, that's not a spoiler. That's from the old Spider-Man.
She doesn't even die. She doesn't die. Like, she doesn't die.
Doesn't even die.
She doesn't die in any live action form of that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only remember one movie in my life of ever getting up to go pee in the middle of it. And I think that would be... I'm very often... I'm very good at timing out my urination.
Oh.
And oftentimes if I'm watching a movie or anything, I don't have concessions. I usually don't have a drink or popcorn or anything when I'm watching a movie.
Oh, I need stress food while I'm watching movies.
Well, so it's like the only movie that I've ever like gone to the bathroom in the middle has been like Jurassic World. But speaking of eating foods in movies, though, when I first saw Avengers: Infinity War, I saw that movie. And your webcam lagged out like crazy while you're doing that face. So it was just like moving to like the DreamWorks, like half DreamWorks face, half troll face, but in like 2 FPS. It was like, yeah, it's awful.
I love that face, man.
I've also only ever snuck food into like one movie. And I just brought in
that all the time. We did that all the time.
I brought in a pack of Twizzlers. Not like a small pack. I got like whatever they had at the store. It was like a family-sized pack of Twizzlers.
I see you. You eat Cringelers. That's gonna dampen this
Actually, I'm a
relationship.
bigger fan of Red Vines, but
I don't like any of that shit. I
love Red Vines.
I don't like Twizzlers and shit. They're weird.
I'm a fan of all those bee candies. But I brought in like a family-sized pack of Twizzlers and just like snuck that in with my jacket because I was carrying my jacket in my hand, so I just had it like wrapped up in that. And the thing with me is I'm the type that like one thing is I just don't ever feel hunger ever. That's just not something that my body does. I have to rely on internal timers to start and stop eating.
Mia feeds on other humans. She sucks their blood, cuts their heads off, and eats them. She's like a cricket.
You better watch out.
It's not cricket. It's praying mantis, right?
Yeah, they cut their partner's head off after sex.
They're the one. That's what Mia does. She has sex with so many women and men, and then kills them and eats their heads, and then drinks their blood that's left.
Yeah. So I just idly while watching Avengers: Infinity War, I just completely just finished off an entire package of like a full family-sized package of Twizzlers, and it was only out because like I don't see it, I don't notice it. I got ADHD, I don't notice that shit, and I don't feel hunger, so I don't notice that shit. And then movie ends, lights come up, I look at this empty package of Twizzlers in my hand, and I just oh no. And it was at that very moment I felt a pit develop in my stomach as all at once my body had realized that I had just filled myself with several pounds of Twizzler.
Yeah.
Which is all gummy. If you've never seen the Museum of Filth or anything, or any of those reviews about sugar-free gummy bears, it's actually no, it's not about sugar-free gum. It might be about the sugar-free, whatever. Just basically having a baseball-sized brick of gummy in your stomach.
Who said sugar gay? Who said sugar gay? I'll fucking fuck
Call
your
me
ass.
sugar gay again.
I'll fuck your ass. Who said sugar gay? I'll fucking fuck your ass.
Who said sugar gay? Call me sugar gay.
Call me Sugar Giga and see what happens.
Don't ever, if you're going to binge eat anything, do not binge eat gummies. Your body will not handle it well, and you're going to be blocked up like a motherfucker. That is why, like, gummies will do awful things to your stomach and digestion.
I'm listening to Mia and making stupid faces. I'm amusing myself.
You're just playing in the mirror. That is, you want a rundown of what happens if this is the outsider. I hate it. I hate that so much.
I'm so good at making. Also, there was a funny moment. Speaking of just like mimicking, there was a funny moment like last week where we were in a call and Mia wasn't listening to it with me, but I was singing James Bond versus Austin Powers. I was singing that, and Mia was like, "You sound strikingly like both of them."
True, you did a very good impression of both of those voice actors, or both of the singers in that song.
And that's because I can mimic voices so well when I'm singing, but I'm not good at like voice acting. It depends. I'm good at voice acting, but it depends. But like when it's that kind of thing, like there's a character and they're singing,
aggressive accents,
I can mimic them. As a matter of fact, I've got a knack for licking old cunts.
It's like a different. I think it's a lot easier to imitate somebody's singing voice than their speaking voice, because somebody's singing voice is definitely like...
You're already so like...
It's such because the things that everybody talks in a different way, but singing is kind of like... there's like only a couple different ways that you're forcing air out like that. Because when you're like imitating somebody's speech is like, how many, like, what are their stops? How much do they enunciate something? How much breath are they letting out? What cadence are they putting on what vowel sounds? Like, in music, it's just like...
Dude, I'm so hot. I'm so excited for this podcast to be over so I could turn on my air. Holy shit.
How loud would your air be?
It wouldn't even be that loud. It wouldn't bug me. And I don't think it would bug anybody listening. But if you were going to edit this, you would ask me to keep my air off next time, probably.
Thing is, depending on... Like, is it just like the sound of like... Because you have like a directional microphone. So it depends on if it would be like you just hear like every now and then, or if you hear like the back just like...
You don't even hear that. It's just like, it's just air. You just hear the air a little bit more, but there's no like,
just air.
It's neither of those. Because my AC doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like...
Well, I see you have like... You have the AC like sticking out of the window style.
Yes, because that's where AC units go.
I expect those because, but like, I would think like if you have like a fan or something else, but like I see a thing like that sticking out the window, and I just think just like, oh, that's the sound I would think. But I don't know the sound I think it makes. Also, why is it so hot for you at? I mean, what time is it? It's 10 there.
Because the heat is on and there's no air on to combat the heat.
Why is there heat?
Because
in your
it's
house?
fucking cold outside.
Why did
my grandma has skin made of paper. So everything is cold to her, even this heat that I'm hot in.
My grandma would get cold like no matter what in Indiana. But here in Arizona as well, because we're up at a higher elevation, so your blood gets thinner, which means that heat transfers a lot faster and a lot easier.
Which means you turn into a gecko.
Yeah, even like
did you know, Mia, that you can save 15% or more on car insurance by switching to Geico?
That's not even there. That's not their slogan anymore. It's they just say been selling insurance for like 80 years or whatever, 75. I don't even know, but it's boring.
But did you know that you can save 15% or more on car insurance by switching to Geico?
It's just audio dips out. This episode is brought to you.
This episode is not brought to you by Geico. Do not switch to Geico so you can't save 15% or more on car insurance. Now back to the episode.
We are not sponsored by Geico. Fuck Geico.
We're not. Well, maybe not.
If we don't,
Geico.
we have to. We need to make it clear that they're not sponsoring this. Fuck you, Geico.
Yeah, but they are. We have Geico, so. We actually.
I don't want.
We actually just recently.
If they hear this, they're gonna give you worse rates.
We actually just recently switched to Geico instead of someone else and it's better.
Did you say
Apparently.
15% or more?
Probably. I wasn't there when we were switching insurance. Also, nobody ever taught me how insurance works, so I don't know.
Insurance works that you pay them an amount, and you give them an amount, and you work out how much you have to pay them as a monthly fee or however long fee, and
Right.
you give them that amount, and then they, in return for that, insurance means that you are paying for their service, and their service is by, if you were to ever need like money for, like, if you got into a car crash, or like for health insurance, if you were. You are a child.
Yeah?
I'm here explaining insurance, and you're doing like
It's
all
10
kinds
a.m.
of fucking faces.
It's 10 a.m. I'm suffering from heat stroke, and I don't care.
We're at the end of this. Just go turn it on.
This is just... Oh, so...
Nobody will care this deep. Just go for... Well, we're towards the end of this. Like, you can go and just crank that
Yeah,
shit.
it doesn't...
Nobody cares at this point.
make that much noise anyway.
It doesn't matter. If I can't hear it through Discord, then that means that it's easily just tuned out.
It's literally... like, it's literally being picked up every so often as a little flicker at the bottom of the bar.
And it's just like a little like... It's like, it's not bad. It's whatever. We're at the end of this.
It's not even that.
Yeah, so you just give it like a little, you just give an amount of money, and then if you were to ever get into like a car accident, or for health insurance, if you were to get sick, or with like home insurance, then if you were to have like your property damaged, basically you just pay into them for a long enough time that your end of that is that if something were to occur, then they would give back an amount of money to cover that they would cover a financial end of whatever accident of that. And so that's why you have, if you have like less accidents, then your rates will be lower, or maybe your copay could be, if you have like health insurance, you want like good, like you want your pay to be really low and their pay to be really high.
Yeah.
Oftentimes these things
I've heard
can be
those
provided
basics.
through an employer. So if you have, say you have insurance through, if you're working at Target or something, you get insurance through whatever insurance is covered through Target, then a part of your paycheck goes automatically into that insurance, meaning that you are just automatically covered if you were to have some kind of accident or unforeseen event that is going to cost money in that sort of division.
Yep.
So it's just a little secondary bank that is allowed to say "fuck
And
you" when you want to draw money out of
that-
it. Are we done, Zaruni?
It's not a bad time to wrap up.
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour.
It's Ben.
Well, thank you guys for coming to the insurance cast. We hope you have the best of luck in your search for life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance.
Can't believe I just guided people towards more insurance. I'm a fucking communist. I don't want you buying that shit.
But yeah,
I don't endorse that.
we're going to leave now because I don't want to do this anymore. And I want
Seasonings
to
production.
play Pokemon. So we'll see you next week.